Hey guys, it's Sam with Number One with a Bullet, back with another plan with me, this time for March. I've been waiting for this month all year because earlier in the year I got some Krita tapes that had some really nice designs on them that I had planned to use for this month's theme. What is this month's theme, you may ask? Well, I've decided to do sort of a Scandinavian, Nordic, Hygge, comfy, cozy sort of vibe, because March is always kind of one of those months where it's either really warm or really cold, and it's kind of stuck in transition, and so it just felt like the right kind of thing for a rainy, kind of gloomy sort of month, which in my area is exactly what it's turned out to be, a gloomy sort of rainy month. So the comforting theme of that Scandinavian design, that warmth of nature and animals and flowers and things that bring you joy is exactly what I need this month. Alright, so we sped through the index. I didn't really do anything different there than I do any other month, but I'll probably keep putting it on there just in case you're new here and have never seen me do anything with it. That way you can kind of go back and watch my other videos if you'd like to see me talk a little bit more in depth about it, but I don't want to talk about it every month because it's always the same thing. Here I'm just putting down some of those Krita tapes I mentioned. They're pre-cut to certain sizes, but it turns out that they fit fairly perfectly with 2 of them per this left-hand side of the cousin. So I just put 2 the mountain ones down there. All the other tapes are from a set of, they're not really called Nordic themed ones, but that's what I call them because they're that very pretty sort of minimalistic Scandinavian design that I really love. And so that's what I'm putting down here at the bottom. Now I started out with that rabbit washi. I didn't really like how the colors were looking with the other like softer colors that I have. Unfortunately, when I put it down, it was one of those tapes that just really did not react well with the Tomoe River paper, and it just really stuck. And I haven't ever had that problem out of that tape or the other tapes from the same line, so I don't know what was going on, but it tore my paper a little bit, but I just covered it up with some washi. As long as you're careful, you can usually get things like that loose, but ooh, it was touch and go there for a few minutes. Here I'm adding some more Krita tapes along with some of my other Nordic tapes. Sometimes for some months I like to mark out or white out the numbers so that when I put the tape down you don't see them through it, and it just sort of helps make it look more clean, especially if it's numbers for the month that are not part of this month. I don't use those blocks for anything, and so I always cover them up with washi, and sometimes I even cover the numbers up if they're getting in the way of the overall design I'm going for. Here I'm blocking out spring break. Adding some rabbits just for fun. And now I'm going through my Happy Planner books looking for a box to go down in the left-hand corner. The Happy Planner boxes are actually perfectly sized to fit to the columns in a Hobonichi cousin. So there's a little tip for you. I think I've mentioned it before, but this is the first video I think that I've actually kind of used them, and I'll be using them more later. I stuck another round sticker down in the bottom right corner because once again I think I did cut through it with my Olfa top sheet cutter. I'm slowly starting to kind of figure out how it, the right amount of pressure to use with it. So, all right, now we're on weeklies. I'm adding in some more of that Nordic themed washi. Here I'm flipping through my sticker books. I use King Jim sticker books. I believe that's the brand. I love them. But I'm digging out some stickers to stick to help decorate. This is the first month that I think I've really gone back to this style. I used to do this a lot last year and I kind of stopped this year, but I'm ready to get back into it because I love adding the stickers and the boxes and everything to really tie the design together. All right, now I'm doing my medical tracker. I've been kind of lax on using them the past few months. Well, really the past few weeks. I don't know why, but again, if you'd like some more information on that medical tracker, there is a card. I'll probably add a card if I can get it to do it. If not a card, then I'll put it down in the description. I've written up a whole blog post about it. It'll be in my other plan with me. I'll talk about it a little bit more, but the blog post is really probably the best place to go if you want the full explanation of my little graph that I put down at the bottom of my page. Now I'm adding the weather at the top. I have like a temperature scale that I use, and so each of these colors corresponds with a range in the temperatures, and so I just put that down and then write out the highs and lows for each day, just as sort of a visual reminder. Alright, next few minutes are just going to be me decorating the other pages of my weekly, and so I'm going to leave you with some music and let you watch kind of my design choices and see how I make my collection of washi fit my theme for the month, which was sort of that Scandinavian minimalist Hygge sort of nice graphic design.
Loving you, life could be a dream, sweetheart. Yeah. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. If I could take you up in boom boom boom, boom boom, tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.
Alright, adding the finishing touches here, and I will be done with my weeklies. I even went through and got all my little headers that I put where off to the side for my to-do list. I picked the little Happy Planner header stickers and stick them in there. And last but not least, here's the art that I did for this month in my dailies. If you would like to see the process, hear why I picked what I picked, how I did what I did, please head over to the link that I'll have up above in the cards and down below in the description to my art channel so that you can see the full process there. Stick around for detail shots coming up at the end of this video. Alright, and so here is the finished product. I'm just going to go through real slow and show everything zoomed out, zoomed in, so that you can see the finished product. And I'm really happy with this theme for this month. I think it turned out really well. It hit all those notes that I was really going for in my head. I never know when I sit down exactly how everything's going to shake out. I have a general idea of the theme, but I never know how, and I kind of have an idea of like what washies and things I want to use, but I never know how I'm going to mix and match them until I sit down and really start doing it. And so I'm always really pleased sometimes just to see how it comes out. And this month is really one of those months where everything just came together really well. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got some inspiration, and I hope you got something that you can now take back to your own planner and help decorate it and make it your own for this month. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. And if you'd like to hear from me, leave me a comment down below. Until the next video, bye guys!